Okay, so first thing we're going to do is just think about posture. So you're just going to stand on your mat, your feet hip distance apart, spread your toes so you're nice and wide through the feet from your base, and engage your thighs. So feel strong through the thighs, lifting the kneecaps up using your quadriceps, engaging your core muscles. So that means pelvic floor engagement. Feel that lift, feel that squeeze, and engage through your abdominals. So obviously in our yoga, we have the bandhas, muscle locks. It's the same thing, okay? But not so much that you can't breathe, because the breathing is the most important thing. And don't get focused too much on the breath in the sense that you're going, oh, I can't breathe the right way. Just keep breathing throughout. You can choose whether you're going to do, in the yoga, we do an ujjayi breath where we breathe through the nose, sound the breath in the back of the throat, or you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth as we do Pilates. Just breathe what feels natural, but try and deliver that breath into your ribs. So saying that, if you take your hands to your ribs and just take some breath there. Maybe just close the eyes for a moment and just feel that rib cage expanding on the in-breath. And as you breathe out, feel your abdominals drawing in. So we want to really, really focus on core engagement. Now just start to rock back and forth and swing your arms. Okay, so we're going to come up onto your toes, so raising the heels off the floor. You're rising up on the in-breath and you're coming down on the out-breath. As you do this, you're keeping your neck nice and long, okay? You're keeping your shoulder blades soft down your back. You're not hunching up through your shoulders. Softly landing down. We're going to start to bend the knees. So send the hips away and then come up. Hips away. So you want your knees aligned with your feet. Your chest is lifted, your belly is drawn in. You're breathing in as you reach up. You're breathing out as you come down. So next time you come up, we'll hold it up there and then we'll just get a little bit of balance, you know. So we stretch, stretch, stretch to the ceiling and then come down through your heels. Keep your arms up, keep stretching up, turn to your right and now just sweep around. Come back to the top, inhaling and then go back the other way and sweep around. So we're articulating through the spine here. All right, soften the knees where you need as you roll. In breath at the top, roll round, gradually increase the range. Exhale to roll round. Let's do one more. And then bring the hands down and then bring the shoulders back and round. So just a little bit of loosening off into the shoulder girdle, breathing. Take the hands on top of the shoulders and just circle around. So just a little bit of a bigger, wider move. Breathing. Bring the hands up so the elbows are level with the shoulders and bring them forwards on the out breath and in breath back. Keep the body nice and still. Okay, exhale forwards, keep the neck long. Inhale back. Inhale away. Exhale back. And one more. As you come out, hold it and now stretch the palms up and the thumbs back. Exhale forwards, inhale back with the thumbs. So keep the body steady, try not to flare up through your ribs, but really draw those shoulders blades in towards one another. Keep strong through your center, pelvic floor and deep abdominal. And one more of those. And then release. Okay, let's step the feet out. Okay, and then we're just going to take the hands on the thighs and we're just going to gently go side to side. Okay, lift the chest and start to increase that range of movement as you go. Okay, draw the abdominals in. Go as wide as feels good for you. So you'll start to feel that work through the inner thigh muscles, your adductors. And if it feels okay, start reaching down towards the leg or the foot. And then reach the other hand away. So you get that rotation into your middle spine. So we're gradually opening up the body, connective tissues open up. Reach. Try to get a little bit more range into that lateral lunge that we're doing here. Remember to have a breather when you need. And then come back and just track the hands up the legs, turning your right foot and bending your knee. Reach up and over with the arm and stretch the fingertips away from the edge of your back foot. Try to lift your rib cage up to the ceiling or sky if you're that lucky, okay? And breathe. Now, reach that hand up to the ceiling or the sky. And then the hand that's resting, maybe track it down if it feels okay, inside of your leg. And then stretch and open. Bring your top hand to the floor. Pivot your back foot so your heel's up. The leg that's forward, take that hand up and rotate. Stretch the back leg. Too much, knee comes down and reach it up. Breathe. Come back to the center for a moment. Bring the hands down the legs and tuck the head in. So just a gentle stretch down for your hamstrings. Push out through the heels. And just gradually try to increase that range as we've got a bit of heat in the body, and we roll it up again slowly, always engaging your core, pelvic floor, deep abs. Turn your left foot probably, bending the knee. Reach up and over, so lift the ribs. So this is an extended side angle posture stretch in our yoga. So we stretch fingertips away from the edge of the back foot. Breathe. Don't forget that. So feel that stretch. Now lift the arm up, reach up directly above the shoulder. Track the other hand down inside if you want and open up that wingspan. We're going to bring that top hand to the floor. Now we're going to pivot your back foot so your heel's up and take the other hand forward. So the leg that's forward, if it's your left foot, your left hand goes up. Push the floor away. Remember to take your back knee to the floor if that feels too much. Come back round again, scoop your belly in and roll it up. And then just re-stack your spine. Have a little tap out with your feet. Okay, so from here, on the mat, step forwards with the right leg. Okay, have the heel of the back foot up and off the floor. Okay, and just come down to this position here, stretching the back leg away. Reach the arms up. Stretch to the ceiling as if you're doing a warrior posture. Make sure the front knee's not pushing over the toe. Now, if it feels okay, drop the back knee down towards the floor and then push up. Drop the back knee down towards the floor and push up. Okay. If you're not liking that, then you don't have to take that back knee down. Also, the back heel doesn't need to be up. You could just do just a little bit of just down and up, just to a range that feels good for you. If you're not liking the hands up, they can always go to the hips. Or the other thing you can do is you could sweep them up as you go up and bring them down as you straighten the leg. Reach up, keeping good form. Reaching up. Should feel that stretch through the hip flexors on your back leg, but also that work into your front thigh and into your glutes. Front knee not pushing over the front toe. And then release. And step up. So you step back up, step back the other leg. Okay, heel comes up. If you're not liking it, the heel can stay down. Okay? So from here, raise the arms up again. And we either keep them up, okay, or as we straighten the front leg, we bring them down. So remember, the back knee can come down towards the floor. I'll just demonstrate this one without taking the knee down. My back knee doesn't like it on this one. Okay. So you focus on what your body feels good to do. So remember, if you can go for that full lunge, you take your back knee down to the floor or towards the floor. Reach up. Stay with your breath. Breathe. You can keep the arms up all the way if you want to. Stretching, you get in that opposition. Or you bring them down as you straighten your leg. And then reach them up as you sink down. Keep the neck long, don't strain the neck. Keep that core engaged. 2 more of those. Should be feeling that heat now. And then come up. Have a little shake out. Okay, so as we've been doing on Sunday morning, we're doing some dips, all right? So find a chair or a sofa or something you can do it on. If not, you're going to do it on your mat, okay? So place the hands down, hips close, all right? And dip down on the in and exhale to push harder. Still, you take the feet further forwards, but still keep the hips close. You could straighten the legs. Yeah, you could lift the leg. Okay, or you could be on your mat doing the same thing, not getting quite as much range, but we're still getting that work into the triceps, really pushing up. So in breath down, exhale push. In breath down, exhale push. Keep your core switched on, keep good form, keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1, and wherever you're at, come back up. Remember to drink where you need, okay? All right, great stuff. So we'll try a little bit of balancing now. All right, so we'll have the right foot forwards, okay? And then once again, just as we did in the previous exercise, we're going to have the back heel off the floor. We're going to bend that front leg, okay? And then we're going to take the weight through the front leg, lift the back leg up and off the floor. We're going to reach the arms out. Make some fists there, and then pretend that you've got some hand weights, all right, and just do a flying action here. Try to maintain your balance. Draw your abdominals in. Hold on to something where you need. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another, and then come back. So let's try the other one. Remember to hold on to something where you need, obviously, for sure. So this time the right leg is back heel's off the floor, take the weight, bending the left leg, take the weight on that leg, okay? Lift up, hinge from the hips, draw the belly and keep the elbows soft. And keep that tension on, okay? Open the chest, lift the back leg straight if you can. Breathe, keep your core switched on. Breathe throughout the movement, whatever feels good for you. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another. And last one. And then come up. Great stuff. Step back again with the left leg. Okay, bend the right knee. Okay, back heel comes up, shift the weight forwards, hinge from the hips. Okay, this time, I just want you to reach down towards the floor. As you do that, start to lift the back leg. If you're able to, take the hands all the way to the floor, and if you're able to, try to straighten your front leg now. Try to tuck your head in. Keep your balance, bend that front knee again. Can you bring your back knee up? And then come back down. So a lot of stability there, core engaged. Okay. So left leg forward now, back heel off the floor. Take the weight on the left leg, keep the core switched on. Lift the back leg into your single leg deadlift. And if you can, reach down towards the floor. Remember to hold on to something where you need. And then where you can, straightening out through your front leg and lifting and straightening out through your back leg, maybe tucking your head in. And then you bend that front leg again. Try to maintain balance. It's tough. Bring that knee up. And then come down. All right, good stuff. So as we've been doing a little wall sit. Okay, bit of isometric contraction there. So into quads and glutes. So find a wall. If you've not got the wall available or whatever, can't see me or whatever you want to do, you can always be doing a squat. The hands could be behind the head or hips or out front if you prefer to keep moving. Otherwise, we're coming down, we're pressing against the wall. We're trying to keep the hips and the knees the same height and we're drawing the belly in. And as we've been doing a few rhythms. Okay, so I gave you that one. Have you got a dog? Great big dog. Have you got a dog? A great big dog, yeah. I'll give you another one. 1, 2, 3, tequila. 1, 2, 3, tequila. It's a bit mad, this, yeah? Make that a little harder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tequila. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tequila. Give you one more. Dance, dance, we love to dance. dance, dance, we love to dance. There. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up you come. All right, that's enough of that, I'm sure. Okay, have a drink where you need it. Stand with your feet hip distance apart. Okay, keep that core switched on. Take some breath. Tuck your chin to your chest. Roll down through your spine. Scooping your belly in. Let your arms hang. And feel that spine stretching. Start bending the knees one at a time. Hands can be rested down on feet, legs, thighs, wherever feels good for you. Bend one knee, stretch out through the other. So bend your right leg and take your left arm up to the ceiling and open up. Feel that stretch in your left leg and then change. And that rotation now on the right side, reach up, open up, breathe. Come back, roll it up, scoot your belly in, reach to the ceiling, stretch onto your toes, come back down through your heels, bring your chin through to your chest. We're now going to walk out and we're going to come to the downward facing dog. Okay, so the hands come to the front of the mat, fingers are spread, belly's drawn in, the hips are high and the heels are high. And now we pedal the heels up and down. So push the floor away. So the more you do this down dog position, the more restful it becomes, okay? The more open in the shoulders, the greater length you have through the back of the body, okay? And the stronger as well you become through those shoulders in this position. Anytime this feels too much for you, come down to your knees, take a breather and come up. On the in-breath, take high heel down dog. And on the out breath, stretch your heels down towards the floor. With your down dog, your legs don't have to be straight, they can be soft, okay? Come up to high heels, inhale, and exhale down. Inhale, high heels, draw the belly in, and exhale, heels down. Push the floor away, open the shoulders, draw the abdominals in, come to the floor where you need it. If you can, you're shifting that weight forwards to a high plank position. Push the floor away. Then come back to down dog. So we've got a choice here. Every time we come back to down dog after our high plank, we can do down dog, or we go from your high plank now and we take one hand to reach towards the opposite leg or foot. Come back to high plank, you either go to down dog or you reach. Any of this feels too much, have a breather, okay? Child's posture. Abs are strong in your high plank and your down dog. So we reach if we can do that, otherwise we can just stay in the down dog. Make sure the head comes well over the hands on your high plank. And we reach. And we'll do one more on each side if you are tapping out. And then come down to knees and then stretch it out. So draw your belly in and take some breath. And then when you're ready, roll up to high kneeling. So you want to make sure that your knees are comfortable, okay? So we'll shift the focus off the upper body onto the legs again, onto the hips, the knees, onto the thighs. We'll do a thigh stretch. Those of us doing Pilates familiar with that. So core's engaged, nice and strong. Reach and lean it back, exhale. Just take the body strongly back and then inhale, come forwards. Exhale, we lean back. And inhale forwards. So keep everything switched on, pelvic floor and deep abdominals. Keep the thighs nice and strong. Keep the hip bones pushing forwards. Make sure your knees are comfortable. So something under the knees where you need. Only go back as far as feels good for you. Breathe. Exhale back. And inhale up. Exhale back. Keep those hip bones pushing forwards. We'll do one more. And then come down. So bring your hands to the front of the mat. Hands under the shoulders, knees under hips. Step your right leg back. Okay, we're going to do a bit of rotation here for the mid-spine. And that obviously that core engagement is really important here. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals. Take your left arm and thread it underneath. Bending down, dropping the head down towards the hand. And then reach up. with the left arm on the in-breath. Exhale, sweep, and inhale up. If you want more challenge, as you exhale through, you lift your back leg up and you lower it down. If you're attempting this one, make sure you're under control, slow and controlled movement, feeling your way through it. Exhale through and inhale up. Exhale through and inhale up. And one more of those, exhale through. Strong in that back leg if you're lifting it, or if you're not. And release. So from here, you can either push back into your down dog or your child's posture. Take some breath. So everyone come to child's posture, and then walk your hands round to your right side, and just feel that stretch down through the left side of your spine. Working the left arm especially round, stretch, stretch, stretch. Walk round the other way. Breathe. And then come back to those hands on the shoulders near the front of the mat, knees under the hips, belly strong. Left leg goes back strongly. Engage core, pelvic floor, deep abdominals. Keep the body as still as you can. Take your right hand, thread it through in the out breath, dropping the head down, softening the left elbow. And then on the in breath, open up. Get as much rotation as you can. What's it like on this side? In breath, up. If you want more challenge, you lift that left leg this time. Lower down, inhale, open up, exhale through, slow and controlled. The head comes down, keep your belly strong, open up, exhale through, and inhale to reach, exhale through. Nice and strong in your back leg, core engaged all the way. Switch it on. Last one. Hands down, either down dog or child's posture. Take some breath. Breathe. We're going to step up again to high kneeling, and this time we're going to step the right foot forwards, okay? So towards the front of the mat with that foot, okay? And then sink down, feeling that stretch in the hip flexors on the back leg, okay? Sink down. If you want to add to that, reach the arms up. Open up the chest. Sink the hips down. Look up if it feels good. If you're not liking that, look forward. Maybe you can take it into a bit of a back bend if that feels good for your body, and twist to your right. So your right hand reaches round. Your left hand goes onto your thigh. For a deeper posture or stretch, take your right hand and lift your left foot off the floor. Try that if that's happening for you. And then straighten out through your front leg now. So the toes are up, the heels are away. You track your hands down your leg, draw your chest down, and then maybe you can get hands to the floor, but don't worry about that. Hands stay down the leg where you can. Breathe, toes are up, heels are away. Open up the back of the leg. So we're going to draw that foot back underneath the hip, underneath the knee. I'm going to step that right foot to the left side of your mat. Place the hands down, and then just let that right knee drop towards the right hand if it feels okay, and then stretch your left leg away. Okay, you can either be on the ball of the foot of the left foot or on the top of the foot, okay? If you're not liking this, as you sink into your pigeon, you don't like that on your knee or your hips, lie back on the floor, draw your left foot up to the crease of your left hip, your right foot up to the crease of your left hip, and draw that leg up and off the floor, figure of four stretch. If you're in your pigeon, you may find that you feel okay with stretching down. Stretch the back leg away and breathe. Keep that back leg active, try to sink the hips down, and most of all, wherever you're at, you are breathing to develop the stretch. So we're opening up the hips here. We're taking the hands back, wherever you're at, and push up to down dog. So find down dog if you can. If you're not liking down dog, then you're going to come to child's posture and you're going to take some breath. So breathe, push the floor away. Come down. So we'll come to the other side in a sec. So take your hands to the front of the mat, nice and wide. Okay? Take your knees back and take your head well over your hands, setting yourself up for a little set of press ups. Okay, draw your belly in. You could take your heels up if you want, or if you're feeling stronger this morning, you come up to a full position. Okay, we come down on the in, not all the way. Exhale, push. In breath down. Exhale, push. The head's well over the hands. Don't let the hips dip. Keep your core switched on. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals. Breathe in on the way down. Breathe out to push up. Only go down as far as feels doable for you to come back up again. Breathe out to press. In, breath down. Exhale, press. In, breath down. Exhale, press. Getting that work into the shoulders, into the chest, and the back of the arm. We come down. And stretch it back. Child's posture there. Take some breath. Breathe deep and wide into your back. And then come up to that high kneeling position again. And we'll step your left foot forwards. Send the right knee away. Make sure that right knee is comfortable on the floor. Take the hand to the front thigh. Feel the stretch going down the hip flexors on this right leg. Drop down, maybe stretch the hands down or maybe lift them up. Lift the chest. Look up if it feels good. Little back bend if it feels good. And then twist to your left. Right hand on left leg. Reach round extra. Lifting back foot off the floor. And breathe. So there you're getting that rotation plus a deeper stretch into the hip flexors and the quads. Now straighten out through your left leg, bring your toes up, heels away, and work the hands down. Stay with your breath. Try to draw the chest down. Maybe hands can come to the floor. If they are on the floor, they're walking out. And you're breathing all the way. So you should feel that into those hamstrings, back of the knee, the attachment there. Bring the left foot in. Step that foot across. And we're going to go for pigeon on the left side now. So see what it's like for you this time. So left knee toward left hand, left foot towards right hand, if possible. Stretch the right leg away, ball of the foot if you can, and that way we're really active in the back leg. Folding down if that feels good. Sink down and really relax into the stretch. You're not liking that? You lie on your back and foot to right crease of hip, and we're drawn up into your figure of four stretch and pull it up. Okay, so work with your body. Find that challenge for you. And then when you're done, push back to down dog. If you're not liking down dog, then you come into child's posture. Take some breath. And then come down. Okay, so we're going to come down to hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Okay? Draw the abdominals in. And just send your right foot away. Okay? And then bring it back. And then send your left foot away. Keeping the body still, coming back. Send the right foot away. No movement in the body. Imagine you've got a tray of glasses on your back. Sending the left foot away. So this time, if you think you can do it, you send your right leg and your left arm. So we reach and come back. We send the left foot and the right arm. You've got that tray of glasses on your back. So only do both limbs if you're not wobbling around. Otherwise, go back to just the leg. Reach. Breathe. Abs strong. Do one more of those. And then just take a little breather from the wrists. Rest the forearms down. Step your feet back. Come to a low plank and draw your abdominals in. Feels too much? Knees to floor. So we're going to start stretching one knee away if the knees are on the floor. If the knees are off, tap the knees down. But keep that pelvis really steady. Breathe. Pull in deep through your center, engage through pelvic floor. You're either tapping knees down or you're stretching back. Again, back, stay really steady. Keep breathing. And then try and hold it wherever you're at, knees are on the floor or knees off. Hold your plank, push the floor away. Steady, and then release. Come back, child's posture, or if you want more, you go to down dog. Draw the belly in, send the hips back, breathe. Okay, so we're going to come back to that hands on the shoulders, knees on the hips position, okay? Draw the abdominals in, okay? From here, we're going to progress what we just did, okay? So you can either just carry on one leg going back and coming back and then the other leg, or continue with this one. So we stretch out and we come back and change. If you want a little bit more, we're going to take left arm and right arm. Left arm reaches, right leg reaches. Now we're not going to tuck, we're going to keep the body really still, okay? So normally we tuck knee to nose, but I don't want you to do that. I want you to keep the back really still, okay? But still trying to tuck. So you could bring the hand, more of the hand, rather than the elbow to the knee. But really try to maintain that stillness. It's all about that core stability. Reach away on the in. Exhale, reach to tap. We'll do one more of those. And then take a breather from your wrists onto forearms. Step back, low plank, either knees on the floor or knees off the floor. This time, lift your right leg with as little movement in the body as possible. Bring it back down. Lift the left leg. Remember, you can have your knees down for this. And then down. Lift the right leg. Keep the abs strong. Come down. Lift the left leg. We'll do one more each side. Lift and hold. Push the heel away. Keep the thigh strong. Come back down. Lift the left. Come back down. Now lift both. No, I'm joking. Funny. Come down. Stretch back. Child's posture or down dog. Deep and wide breaths into your back. We're fitting a lot in here. Okay, so remember to take a breath, take a rest whenever you need it. Draw the belly in. Now, we can either continue legs only, we could continue this position, keep changing this tabletop, or we take the right arm away in the left leg and we hold it for a moment and then we just bring the hand towards the knee towards the hand, but we don't tuck, okay? We're not rounding the back. You're breathing in to reach, you're exhaling as you bring the hand and the knee towards one another. Make sure you don't strain your neck, so just look where it feels good for you. Keep pelvic floor, deep abdominals engaged. Try to get as much range as you stretch. Tuck, but try to maintain that real stillness in the body. In breath away. Last one. And then come down. Either child's posture or down dog. Okay, great stuff. Come onto your side, okay? And now rest your forearm on the floor. Lower leg, bend that knee. Stretch the top leg away. If you can, lift the hips and lift that lower waist. So make sure the elbow is under the shoulder. Okay? If you want this harder, come up to this position. Okay? So what we're going to do here, we're going to reach the arm out in front. We're going to lift for one, and we're going to tuck for two. We're going to lift for one. We're going to tuck for two. Focus on keeping that lower waist lifted. Keep everything really steady. Remember, you can do this with the knees off the floor. Breathe out to execute the move. Breathe in to come back. Keep that lower waist lifted. It's all feeling too much, come down. okay? But try to maintain that lift in the hips. Try one more of those, and release. Come around to sit down. So maybe you might want to place something underneath your bum cheeks there as we take the legs out as wide as we can. Okay, toes are up, heels are away. Place the hands down in front of you on the in-breath. Prepare, lifting the chest, and on the out-breath, stretch down. On the in-breath, come back. On the next out-breath, you're going further. Keep the heels pushing, in-breath, come back. And then one more. And come back. Go to your right leg. In-breath, prepare. Exhale, stretch down. Try and keep those hip bones down on the floor. Breathe out as you stretch, in as you come back. And next one, stretch and hold. And just breathe. And come back. And change sides. In-breath, prepare. Exhale, stretch. In-breath, prepare. And exhale, stretch down. In-breath, coming back. And exhale, try to go a bit further. Come back to the center. Stretch out forwards again. And breathe. So this time, really trying to get more work. Draw those toes back. Open up through the inner thighs. Roll those thighs out and away. Maybe split the hands to either leg or foot. And draw the chest down. Breathe in. And then come up. Bring your feet in. And just do a bit of a windscreen wiper there. Okay. As you do that, as you go and reach one way, so you bend and you reach, twist, and you reach, twist, and you reach, twist, and you reach, twist, reach. And one more. Okay, I've not forgotten the other side, side plank position, elbow under shoulder. Okay, forgot to say you can always do this like this as well. So in the hand, if you want more work, you would lift and tuck. Yeah, so you can do it like that if you like. Otherwise, we've got the option, knee can be down, hips are lifted. Okay, arm is out, we lift the leg, exhale, we tuck. Okay, or we come off, we lift the leg, and we tuck. Keep that lower waist lifted wherever you're at. Remember to lift on the out, execute the move on the out breath. Keep your lower waist lifted wherever you're at. Arms out in front of you. Breathe. Keep that lower waist lifted all the way. 4, 3, and 2, and 1, and release. Well done. Okay, we're going to come back and we're going to lie on our backs now. Okay, so lie down on your back. Just take some breath there. Chin, tuck it in towards chest to keep length in the back of the neck. Bring those heels in a little bit tighter. They should be hip distance apart. And then from there, take an in-breath as you arch your spine, okay? And then the out-breath, imprint, and then peel your spine up and off the floor and lift your hips. Squeeze the inner thighs. Keep everything stable. Take the arms up and over the head. Try not to flare up through your ribs. Just keep the hips lifted and then bring the hands down. In breath up and over. And exhale down. In breath up and over. And exhale down. In breath up and over. Exhale down. In breath up and over. And exhale down. And bring the hips back down. And roll the head up to the knees as you tuck in. Take your hands behind your head and try straightening your legs up towards the ceiling. Draw your right leg down as you inhale the heel. Draw your toes back up as you exhale. Inhale, heel down, left leg. Exhale up. So this feels too much, bend the knees. Tap down with your toes, okay? So we do one leg at a time and we don't lower the one leg down until we're back up again and the feet are up above the hips or towards the hips. Remember, straight legs where you can. If you want more challenge, both legs. Okay, the heels go down on the in, and we exhale, come up. Keep everything switched on, keep curled up. Or you can bend the legs, you can do both together. And then hug in. And then circle your knees out and round. And take some breath. Changing direction. Okay, good stuff. So from here, just come up. And we're going to just have the feet hip distance apart. We're going to take the hands behind with the fingertips facing forwards. If you're not comfortable with the hands facing forwards, you can always change it to this position where you can. So we're going to come up to reverse tabletop here. So we're going to come up to this position. We're going to lift and we're going to lower. We're going to lift and lower. We're going to lift and lower. So lift those hips. As you come to the top, really try and lift the hips higher, open the chest, squeeze the inner thighs, breathe in on the way down, breathe out to come up. Draw the chest open, shoulders back, remember to rest when you need. Doing 2 more. And then come down. Straighten your legs out. Stretch forwards, tuck your chin to your chest, then stretch down, reaching for your legs or your feet, and stretch your spine. Pull in through your belly, send your tailbone away, and breathe. Roll back. Take those hands back again. Come back to feet hip distance apart. Lift up, and this time try and hold. If you can, stretch the leg away and lift. That feels too much, continue with your hips tapping and lifting. Otherwise, we lift. We change legs. Heel goes down. Keep the hips lifted. Body stays steady. Change legs again. We'll do 1 more set. Remember to just tap the hips down. It feels too much. Remember to have a breather when it feels too much. Change legs. Last time. Keep the body still, the hips lifted, support legs strong. And then come down. Once again, stretch the legs, reach the arms, tuck the chin, stretch forwards. And breathe. So from here, just going to lie back, hug the knees into the chest, imprint the spine, take the arms out to your side, and take your knees to one side. Look over the opposite shoulder, trying to keep the hands down, the elbows down, the shoulders down. Come back to the center. And then go to the other side and look over. Hip rolls, do release the back. And then come back to the center. Hug those knees into your chest. Roll yourself up and just swing around. So your hands are going to be under your shoulders, your knees are going to be underneath your hips. So we're going to get ready to do cat stretch or cat and cow. So we look up, inhale, send the tailbone away. Exhale, tuck the tailbone rounding your back. Inhale, send the tailbone away. Exhale into your cat, round your back, open up your shoulders. In, breath away. And exhale, scoop your belly in, round your back. And release. Tuck your toes, bring your hands to your knees. And then roll up. Head's going to be the last thing. As you roll up, restacking your spine. And stand tall. Just take your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Stretch chest and shoulders. Keep your belly strong. Add to that, if you like, by softening the knees and dropping the torso down and tucking the head. And then lifting the sit bones, stretching the legs and stretching a little bit more into chest and shoulders. Breathing. Soften those knees, and then come back up again. Take some breath, take your hands behind your head, and down to one side, little side bend, and come up, and to the other. And then take a twist. And a twist. And then release. And just reach up, inhale. And exhale. And inhale up. And exhale. And just loosen off the shoulders, shake the arms out, shake the legs out. That's it. Okay, nice job.